1. Okay. Three, two, one. Okay. Okay.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate! Three, two, one. Okay.
1. Okay.
Hello everybody. Before we get started, as always, I want to give a shout out to the lovely music we've been listening to during pre-stream here. This is Dreamer by Declan DP. You can find their information in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Thank you to Declan and everybody like them who makes other free-to-use or low-cost assets for us streamers so we can have better streams. Thank you very much. Here's YouTube Studio is working today, so... Hey, it loaded right away this time, too. But good morning, everybody. Morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever it is in your part of the world. I am Deuscain, your variety-type streamer for the day. And today, we're going to be doing some, I almost said Chained Echoes, and no, it's not, Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. It is I had to write up a description of this thing for the VODs on YouTube this week. And it's a difficult, because it's not a visual novel. It's an interactive fiction, but it's not a visual novel. Not exactly, but it kind of is. Anyway, it's cool. It's fun. There's tarot cards, except there's not. But anyway, it's a fun game. And we're going to be continuing that later. But for now, we're going to jump in and do some chatting beforehand. Also, shout out to all the lovely people who showed up beforehand. Good morning, Labras. Yes, Dan, I did do that hydrate. And good morning, Perry. But... I am dreading Monday. I have been off work for a week. And this is 2 days before freedom ends. And I am dreading going back to work. It has been a very restful vacation for the most part. There's been a little bit of drama I've been trying to take care of behind the scenes. Mostly, I think, dealt with now, hopefully. Otherwise, I might have to start getting mean to some people. But otherwise, I have really just kind of taken the time off and rested. I had plans. They were good plans. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to this one mall. It's a pretty long trip. So I'm going to do it during my vacation. And fuck off. I didn't do any of that. I stayed home and played a lot of Stardew Valley. And like, I went out and got like something to eat somewhere every day. Tried out like a new Vietnamese place that I hadn't been to. And got a sandwich there. Was telling myself like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the nearby outlet mall and see if I can get some nice clothes for work there at a good price. No, I made it as far as the Vietnamese place and then like a local sweet shop like a block over, and then I just drove home with my 2 gourmet cupcakes and a pair of macaroons. And they were delicious, and they lived less than 6 hours in my presence. Probably less than 4. But, yes. Chocolate peanut butter cupcake and a strawberry vanilla cupcake, I guess. I think it's like vanilla cake, but like strawberry. Yeah. It was good. It was very good. The macaroons were vanilla and caramel. Or, if you prefer, caramel. But yes, delicious. All of it's been good. But yeah, it has been a fuck off, I don't care week. And I needed that after a little while. So it's very nice to have some time to myself and take care of a few things. And mostly just taking care of myself. We got some stuff around the house I need to take care of and some chores that need working on. Thankfully, the one thing that usually is a problem for me, laundry, is not a problem this weekend because I did like 5 loads of laundry or dealt with 5 loads of laundry on like Monday. Like that was my first priority. 'Cause I'm like, I got 2 loads in the basket that I know of. And then when I went to wash another load, I'm like, where are my spare towels? And I checked the dryer. I'm like, oh, they're here from last week. Well, that's bad. So I folded and put away 4 loads of laundry on Monday, washed 2, one of which was put away right away, and another one was like sheets and towels. So I have like a load of whitewash to do this weekend, and that's it. And I am kind of grateful I don't have more laundry. I hate laundry. You work so hard to get it done, and then it's just like, oh, it's back next week. And yeah, that's a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating. So, but otherwise, yeah, it's been like Stardew Valley. I was playing a little bit of Helldivers 2 on my own, trying to like work on some of the daily quests that show up in that one. Got a real bad one yesterday that was like, kill 4 chargers. And I'm like, oh, chargers, these aren't any fun. Well, maybe I can find some missions that require you to go kill chargers, and then I can make some progress towards this. I did, and I had people immediately join the mission and run off and kill the chargers before I got to them. So I'm like, motherfuck. So I made no progress, and the game did not count the work other people did for killing the chargers. And I was upset about that. So it could have been a little bit better. Also, there's the recent news with Helldivers about requiring the PSN account. That's going to get interesting because I'm supposed to have a collab later today with some people at 5 o'clock to play Helldivers 2. And while the requirement for a PlayStation account is not supposed to go into effect on the 6th, not for a few more days, I have people say it already that it's already gone into effect. So we'll see. I haven't logged into it yet today, but yeah, we're gonna be playing with Labs here. Oh, I just did a shout out. You can't stop me, Labs. You can't stop me. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing a normal length stream, no extra long ones today, because I gotta finish stream on time, then go and make dinner, because I was supposed to cook something last night and then I was fuck off lazy. So last night's dinner is today's dinner. Gonna make some curry, chicken curry. So, yeah. Should be good. Also, I had a thing earlier this week. I'm so mad at myself. I'm still mad at myself for this. I went to the grocery store. I bought some, like, dry goods for myself. And a couple of, like, dairy things. And frozen things. And I came back home. And several hours later, I went, oh, fuck, I forgot that in the car. So... Let me get the numbers here. Let me get the numbers here for you. So I looked it up online for like, how long can stuff last in the car? Like during a hot summer day, because it was a very hot week, which is part of the reason I hid inside all week, because it was like summer temperatures. So what I read online said, if food is out in your car for 2 hours, throw it out. If the temperature is 90 degrees or above, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, throw it out after 1 hour. 90 degrees Fahrenheit is around 32 Celsius. And the temperature that day, the high was 87. So it was out in the car for 3 hours, and just it was unsalvageable. Like most of it was unsalvageable. Thankfully, the dry goods, I'm like, this is candy. Like, this is candy and bubble gum and like a canister of cashews. Like, that's fine. That's not. I had milk out there. I just threw the milk out as soon as I looked up like how long that stuff could last in the car, and saw it was like, oh, 2 hours. It's been out there for 3. I'm throwing that milk out. I'm just getting rid of the milk. So, went out the next day and bought stuff to replace it. So, but yeah, it's been a Relatively uneventful week. I have been slowly working on clips again. Unfortunately, I took so long between clips because I've been kind of just feeling a little bit burned out lately that I actually missed the opportunity to grab some quick and easy clips for the start of Chained Echoes. I got it from my second VOD onward, and I'm far enough ahead that I'm not going to run into any problems with that one again. Not for a few weeks. But I did miss VOD number 1. I do have it saved, and it's up on YouTube, and it might even have like the local file. Let me actually check that. Yeah, I got Chained Echoes 1 in my VODs folder. So it's fine. I can go in and edit it on my own, but that also means I need to learn the editing program that I bought access to. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not optimistic because that you know what? I'm actually gonna turn it on now just to test this because what I bought was a subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud, and I installed Acrobat, and Acrobat did fuck all to let me in. Like, I would turn it on, it would boot up, it would bring up a window like it's trying to log me in and authenticate my account, and then it would just die. It would just crash immediately. So I think it's not handling the authentication properly. And like, my main job during the day is tech support. Like many people who do any kind of service job, we don't want to deal with that when we get home at the end of the day. Oh, that's probably why. Apparently, it still had my information registered for old devices, which is probably what the issue was with Acrobat. Okay, but Premiere actually boots up properly. Good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to learn Premiere and get better at video editing and that kind of stuff. Hi, Noi. Ooh, that's a cute emote. Popcat. Oh, that's so cute. That one's cute. That one's actually super cute. Morning. But yeah, so I'll have to do a little bit of work to recover information from the first VOD for Chained Echoes, but everything else I've been slowly going through, and I'm grabbing clips. Actually, give me one sec. I might do a thing.
Yes.
Actually, I didn't download any of these. I'll just grab a browser source. God, I love this song. Good, I have them all turned off. Why is it not? Oh, because I have the entire media share group hidden because I was smart. So you never know what tab it's going to grab. Alright. So, yeah, let's watch this one. Actually, I don't have the audio imported from this. do that. We'll turn off the BGM. And our greatest opponent yet. For those of you who missed the Chained Echo streams, what are we doing, Deus? We're just chilling a little bit before I start the game stream. I'm showing some of the clips and highlights that I was working on earlier this week. So this is from my very first, second VOD for Chained Echoes, where I was finding a rare optional boss that isn't required. I love the little vegetable fight. Sentient plant creatures. To be clear, that enemy AoE'd me, tried to paralyze me. I got to take one turn, and then it double AoE'd me twice in a row. So I took 3 AoEs of damage in like 3 rounds. Yeah, so no, we're not going to do Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. But yeah, so that's kind of some of the stuff I was working on this week. I'm going to play one more before we jump into the game, because this one, I think this one has the joke in it. Find you a friend you can shard out. Dear God. But yeah. Just wanted to share a couple of those clips because I had some fun with them. Anyway, let me get us switched over to the gaming stream, and we'll get it started. Did you two get some sleep? Perry, you know the answer to that question. You know exactly how much sleep they did or did not get. Though to be fair, I did not get nearly enough sleep either, and am on my second dose of caffeine. I want to believe, yes. No, actually, I was up at like 4 a.m. today and was just awake and couldn't sleep, and actually took a nap like 9:30ish, 9:30. So yeah, here's Fortuna. You can't see her with my face in the way. Crap. Turn that off. There's Fortuna. There's our little fortune teller witch. Let's jump into the game. What was my voice? It was like higher and nasally, wasn't it? Looks like behemoths are in. Yeah, they're all the rage amongst rebel witches with poor judgment. I think I can help if you're interested. Yeah, I'm all ears. We, the behemoth, know each other's names. If you knew the name of the behemoth possessing Greta, any ritual you might perform to free her would be more likely to succeed. That's perfect. Tell me their name. I know we're partners in crime, but I'm not about to give up one of my siblings. Not for free, at least. Am I not paying enough to you already? The deck stuff is one thing. This is another matter. Alright, what do you want? Don't fret, I just want a little bit of that delicious power you're harvesting. 5 units of fire to betray a fellow behemoth, plus 2 of air to release their name to you witches. Which... I don't have enough fire yet. You don't need to answer right now. Save up, decide if you're interested or not. And when the time comes to try and free Greta, just let that energy flow to me and I'll whisper the behemoth's name in your ear. I see. It's not too high a cost, right? Just a bit of magic for your dear mentor. It's not the amount, but the thought of what you're planning to do with it. Still afraid of me after all this time? Just cautious. I'm sure you're a forbidden entity for a reason. Suit yourself. But I'll say it again, I am on your side. Trust needs time. I understand. Well, you let me know if you want to take me up on my offer when the time comes. Have fun. Yeah, so I have 7 air and 1 fire. Isn't this the being that's trying to seduce you? Kind of. Let's just say there was an interesting promo in Steam that kind of pushed my decision into getting this game. And I'm like, why is that there? Why is that there? Why is that there? Okay. Now I'm interested because there's a story behind this. So, yeah, I think you can shtup the otherworld entity. I think there's shtup potential. But we've got a spider here as another familiar. My friend Jasmine is always talking about you, and she just told me you're allowed to receive visitors now. Congratulations. Sorry for contacting you so abruptly, but I think your divinatory arts could help me regaining a thing with a personal project, and I'm in a bit of a desperate situation. Louise. Sure. Oh, she's cute. Oh, 4 arms. Welcome. Welcome. Hi, what's your name? Fortuna, your name is Fortuna. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Noi has neurons activated. See, she looks like a ma'am, but she acts like baby. I think we protect this one. Nice to meet you. Your name is Louise, right? No need to be so nervous. Any friend of Jasmine is welcome here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just that I've heard so many things about you that now I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity or something. I love her. I need to protect her. Exactly. Oh yeah? What have you heard? All good things. Don't worry. Mostly from Jasmine. She loves you and misses you so much. You know that? I missed her a lot too. Why don't you take a deep breath and tell me a bit about yourself? Okay, sorry. My name is Louise and... I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. It's okay. How about I ask you some questions? Would that be alright? Okay, that's good. Thank you. Let's see. What's your specialty? Oh, right. I'm a pith weaver. Oh, that sounds cool. What does it mean? I can harvest mortals' entelechy. It's a magical substance that defines one's behavior and desires. single mortal barely produces enough thread, but if you find a community with a rich collective subconscious, you can weave whole clothes and capes. Wow, that's hard to picture, but it sounds fun. And these clothes you craft have magical properties, I imagine? That's right. It depends on the kind of community you pull the thread from. As a quick example, yarn extracted from a band of artists would make a lovely scarf that simulates the wearer's creativity. I love it already. I'll weave something sometime for you. What kind of entelechy would fancy you the most? From moms and their children, soldiers and warriors, from astronauts. Huh. I'm curious what this was to have to say. My first instinct was soldiers and warriors, because we got a fight going on. Even if we're not really acknowledging it yet. Oh, look at her hands! Oh, you can't see. Damn it. If you look at her hands down there, she has like little band-aids on her hands. Or maybe that's a thimble. That might be a thimble. Yeah. Yeah, let's go something comforting. Moms and their children. Gotta protect your fingies. Yeah. Oh, how sweet. That's really powerful energy. Oh, let me tell you. If I get a chance, I'll bring you a nice cloth as a thank you present for having me. Thank you so much. Do you want to know anything else? Make it sound like this is an interrogation. No, sorry. I'm having a good time. But it's easier for me if you ask me things. Sure. Let's see. How do you know Jasmine? Ah! She hired me to weave a special net to gather dew from her greenhouse. It's one of the projects I'm most proud of. I harvested the entelechy from desert nomads to make it. The dew filtered through this net makes an astounding base substance for all kinds of flowers-based potions. Jasmine's brews became quite popular after my contribution. It's been centuries since I've had something from Jasmine. I can't wait to try out this improved version. Together, we also developed some magical tea bags that multiply the fragrance of dried mixtures. That's so cool. Now I see how you two became friends. Both you and Jasmine are super crafty. It's got to be so much fun to find someone to share your passion with. It is indeed. I always have a great time with Jasmine. Nice. More questions? Let's see. What do you like to do in your spare time? Oh, I love reading, playing my multi-necked bass, and spying on mortals. Oh wow, that's weird. Reading? Ah, is it not hip to read anymore? Hip? I was kidding. The odd part is spying on mortals. I'm a bit curious about the multi-neck bass too, to be honest. Ah, I play a custom bass with 3 necks since I have multiple arms and all that. But I don't play it in front of people. I only use it to meditate. It's really soothing to weave several deep melodies together. I like the idea. I wish I could hear it someday. And what about spying on mortals? I love making myself invisible and just watching them go about their lives. Comparing lifestyles from many different cultures and planets. After many many years of observation, I gained the ability to perceive their entelechy. That's how I found my calling and developed my pith weaving. Alright, I'm hydrating. That's so interesting. I didn't care much about mortals even back when I was one of them. I guess there's a great deal to learn from mortality too, isn't there? Yes, I love mortals. I can tell. I hope it isn't too weird. It's perfectly fine, don't worry. Is there anything else you want to know? Let's see. Why did you come to see me? Yeah. Better get to business. I'm here precisely because of my pith weaving skills. As I explained, the entelechy from mortals varies depending on the community they're in and the lives they lead. The universe provides enough different context to find whatever kinds of energy fits your purposes. But of course, there is the shortcut of manipulating mortals to produce the substance you need. For example, you could add lust serum to the water supply of a community to harvest massive amounts of sexual energy from their orgies. Quite an example. Not that I've tried this more than once. I usually prefer all-natural chaos-bred Entelechy. The thing is, Aedena saw a lot of potential in one of my projects. It started back when Earthlings began their conquest of space. The colonies on Mars were proliferating at a supernatural speed. Conflict spread throughout every bordering nation on Earth and on any planet mankind set foot on. I felt an imperative need to witness that massive event. It all oozed in an otherworldly energy. So I spent decades spinning thread from it. As it happened, that substance can create an extremely effective weapon for capturing behemoths. What? Really? How so? Earth's Entelechy was highly contaminated. It was as if the whole planet's fate had somehow been sealed. And behemoths happen to be extremely susceptible to reality-altering arts. I use that substance to weave a gladiator-like webs that can suck any entangled behemoth dry of their magic. You can also craft a decent piece of armor against behemoth spells. And why is Aedena so interested in developing such armaments? The cosmic echoes warned her the behemoths will threaten the coven, so she wants to prepare accordingly. The problem is that even with such tremendous phenomenon, I can only manage to pull enough thread to craft one set of web and armor. And Aedena is set on developing a massive weapon to erase behemoths from this plane of existence entirely. I don't believe I have what it takes to see this through. What do you need to make this happen exactly? Aedena discovered that if you promote war and stir conflict in this new society, reality-altering arts that engulf the planet try to fight back. If you promote war and stir conflict in this new society, the reality-altering arts that engulf the planet try to fight back. As if everyone was programmed to preserve the status quo. In this process, humanity's Entelechy once again shows the characteristics it had when the massive change happened. And I can harvest it. So what are you... Aedena tasked me with provoking World War III. Cool. Okay. I see a bit of the quandary. I'm gonna go, that's terrible. We can't allow that. Exactly. But I don't want to anger Aedena. There's already been talk of expelling me from the coven should I fail to deliver. Isn't there a way out of this? This is totally unfair. Aedena pushed it too far. Let's take a look at what the cards have to say. I need you to tell me exactly what you want to ask the deck. First, the most important thing. What should I do with Earth? As if I should do anything with it at all. Understood. Then... This is a bit embarrassing. But I happen to be in love with a mortal. That's totally cool. Thing is, he doesn't know I'm a witch. I present myself to him in the form of a regular woman. He's a smuggler in one of Earth's remaining colonies. He doesn't have an easy life. It breaks my heart and I wish I could save him. But I'm afraid to show him my true nature. I'm sure he's noticed there's something special about me, but still. So that's another question. What should I do about my mortal lover? My advice is to not get too attached to mortals. They wither too fast. But sure, let's check what the cards have to say about him. Yes, please. I'd also like to know how to handle Aedena. Handle her? I'm sure she's going to be really upset when she finds out I want to quit. I don't want to be expelled or exiled. Is there any way to escape her wrath? I wish I knew. That's going to be a hard one, but this new deck, maybe it will find a solution. I'm shuffling the cards now. Keep your questions and your thoughts. Alright, first card. Transhumanism. Fortuna, are you listening? Look into their souls. The door holds the promise for quenching many kinds of thirsts. The mirror dispels what isn't true. The flood of water can unleash hidden potential. Introspection, yearning, passion, power. So the problem is I want to put it here or here, but I don't know what other two cards I'm going to pull. So let's put it here. Leave him be in cuddle ties, or it'll be more painful for the both of you in the future. Reveal your true nature, he will understand and love you even more. Oh, I need fire, though. I'm going to choose the not fire route. Reveal your nature to him. He will understand and love you even more. What? Really? So say the cards, and I've never seen them err. By the cosmos, this is incredible news. How should I go about it? Tell him over a romantic dinner? Should I surprise him with a colorful spell? In bed? Go on. Whatever lets you enjoy the moment the most. Thank you so much, Fortuna. Now we're rolling the dice with Earth. Blue Lagoon. Whispers from the undone Jade Witch imbue this card with emotion. Witness to many kinds of love, the bartender can channel hidden feelings. The Minister of Secrets veils the inner truths of the heart. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Communication, peace, yearning, passion, power. That's going to Earth. Earth won't give you what you need no matter what you do. Take a large group of mortals to a magic domain and farm their energy there. You need to find other ways to disrupt reality. War isn't the only way to mess with the established order. I like that answer, but I need fire, so I'm just going to say it's not going to give you what you need. Earth won't give you what you need no matter what you do. So it's impossible all along, huh? Maybe you'll find another spot in the cosmos to draw this reality-altering entelechy from. The universe is immense. I'm sure there must be other anomalies where you can find the right energy. I agree. My biggest concern is how to convince Aedena. Well, we have a card slot reserved for that, don't we? Ah, of course. Sunken Orphanage. The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to those profound emotions. The love from the Wolf Mother is infinite. Authoritarian, but fair. The Arbiter's eyes puts this revelation in front of many eyes. Mercy, wellness, authority, communication, peace, justice. Oh, that is not what I thought would happen. Don't worry, something will happen very soon that'll stop Aedena from being your problem. Open up to Aedena. She can be surprisingly understanding and work with you to find a middle ground. Stand up to Aedena. Rebellion will bring you real happiness no matter the cost. Yeah, this one's more points. Don't worry, something will happen very soon that'll stop Aedena from being your problem. What? Really? The cards have spoken. I can't tell what's in store, but you don't need to do anything else. I'm actually excited about this. I hope it means good news for me, too. Oh my, I hope that's true. Aedena's become a nuisance for many of us. This will be great news for everyone. I hope. Let's pray to the stars. It makes sense the card said I won't be exploiting Earth. Ah, that's a load up my mind. Thank you so much, Fortuna. Phew, that was an intense session. I've had my fortune before, but it never felt like this. You sure are something else, Fortuna. I'm just happy to help. I'll let you know how everything plays out. And that's if you're okay with me visiting again, of course. You're always welcome in my house, Louise. Any friend of Jasmine's is a friend of mine. Likewise. Well, I'm a bit drained after so much divination. See you soon. And this wasn't Jasmine, this was the other one. Dahlia. How'd it go with Greta? I came up with some of my own ideas on it to help her, but I could use your input. Let me know when I can visit. Yeah, Sword Queen! Noi, I hope you're still paying attention. Wife has come. Hey, Forts. Hey, Dahlia. I know it's been 2 centuries, but I still don't like any abbreviations of my name. Oh shoot, I thought Forts would work. We've been through this too many times. I don't like Fort, I don't like 40, and I especially don't like Tuna. Oh, this is good music in the background. Ah, but Tuna is so cute. Not funny. Okay. So, you found a way to help Greta? Right. I've been researching some exorcism methods. And I found some censored texts. They don't mention behemoths explicitly, but they may be the perfect solution for this case. There's a way to quite literally sever extra-dimensional beings from a witch. Oh yeah? How? With an enchanted blade. I'm gonna forge a demon bone dagger to cut that bastard down. That sounds dangerous. I know my way around knives, trust me. You're right, you're right. And you mentioned you need my help with this? That's correct. For the ritual to be most effective, I need to imbue the dagger with an essence kindred to Gretha. I've been wondering, since you put her through your wonderful deck, maybe you'd be able to point me to the proper energy. But wouldn't you know best? You've known Gretha way longer than I have. I know, but I can't wrap my head around her. She's so self-absorbed, always focused on her projects. I realize I can't really tell. You don't need to disclose any sensitive information to me, but I've experienced firsthand how incisive your divination can be. You did read the cards for her, right? Yes. Perfect. Your guess should be better than mine, then. What energy should I imbue the dagger with? Individualism, which Gretha is. Determination, which she has. Truth, which is what she's seeking. Dread, which is what she fears. Philosophy, which is how she deals with things. Architecture is what she loves. Let's say truth. Whoa, that's so on point. It synthesizes Gretha's essence perfectly. I knew we were the right one to nail this. All right. I'll smith the most impressive dagger. Just you wait, Gretha. Wow, goodbye, Dahlia. Thank you so much for helping my friend Louise. I hope she didn't bother you. I would have never imagined she'd do something as bold as contacting you directly. I'd love to know how it went between you two. Can I come over? Sure. Yeah! T-wife. Hello, Fortuna. How are you doing? Fine, I guess. Happy to see you. It feels so good to be able to meet again like this. I only wish I could get to see your garden again. Must be beautiful after all this time. I'm pretty proud of it. In due time, we'll be happy to show you everything. Until then, I brought you this. It's a blue iris. This is beautiful, thank you. This flower is a bringer of hope. A charm for faith, wisdom, and understanding. I thought it'd improve the energy of the room and help you with your fortune-telling. I love it, thank you so much. So, Louise came to visit you. That's right. I'm so sorry, I should have consulted with you before telling anyone. I just wanted to share the joy of having my friend back. I didn't expect her to come and see you out of the blue. It's alright, don't worry about it. She seems like a nice girl. She's a very gentle soul. I hope you're able to help her. She's in a pretty delicate situation, to be honest. Oh, is she in trouble? What's going on with Louise? I shouldn't disclose any consultation. Oh, I'm so sorry. You should ask her yourself. If she's alright with sharing, I'll be happy to tell you more about it. You're absolutely right. I'll pay her a visit and see what's going on. She seemed a bit stressed lately. She could use the help, yes. In fact, I'm gonna head to her place right now. Do you need anything? It's alright. Go. Bye-bye. Actually, wait a minute. What is it? I need some herbs to help a witch friend, Gretha. Oh, you've met Gretha the architect, Dahlia's friend? She's never got time for me, and now I'm jealous. It was a business visit. She seems like a very busy witch. And what does the fabulous Gretha need from me that she doesn't even have time to ask me for in person? Oh my, you're actually jealous. She's not the one asking anyway. I'm asking you, as my friend, to help me help her. Oh, okay. Anything for you. What are the herbs for? Something to help ease her mind. Is she stressed, or she's really anxious about a personal problem? I'm looking for a way to heal her. But whatever ritual we attempt, it would help to have her relaxed. I see. Well, that's a pretty common ailment, a distressed mind. I have something on me that might help. Oh? Bacopa maniri mixed with chamomile. Infuse it with a bit of lemon and honey, and have Gretha drink it while she thinks about a toy she loved back from when she was a mortal kid. I've never seen it fail. Thank you so much, Jasmine. This is exactly what I needed. You're welcome. Maybe Greta will deign to thank me in person next time. Do you have some urges against jealousy? It's for a friend of mine. Oh, you hush. Okay, I must go now. Thanks again. Goodbye. You're new. Dolly has given me a magic dagger to perform an exorcism. Have you found anything else? Is it alright if I come over so we can try the ritual together? Okay, yeah. Her with her fucking floating skull. Hey, how are you feeling? Corrupted? The behemoth is beginning to taint my thoughts, and I don't like how powerful it feels. You still want to see this through, or...? Of course I want to. I'm way too proud to let this extra-dimensional asshole take all the credit. I feel you. Okay, what did you find? Let's use everything on our arsenal. The ritual will mainly revolve around Dahlia's demon bone dagger. It truly is a work of art. Here, look. Beautiful. How can Dahlia be so talented? She told me you helped her create it? I just shared some insight with her. What about? She wanted to know what kind of essence to use to enchant the dagger. To craft a blade that has the highest affinity with you. Oh, so that's why she called it the Blade of Truth. I love it. This is the best dagger I could get. You totally get me, Fortuna. Thank you so much. My pleasure. I'm glad you liked it. This is perfect. First of all, do you mind if I summon the Fate Mancer's disc to check on our chances of success? Of course, but what's a Fate Mancer's disc? Of course, it was invented about 80 years ago by Junrisha the Mathematician Witch, so you wouldn't know about it. It has a special sigil that reads Fate Strands. When you find yourself before a critical and indefiable turning point in your life, you can bind your soul to the disc so it reads the probability of whatever you want to happen. Wow, I like it. It sounds like a great companion to my deck. In short, we can read how effective whatever actions we perform in the ritual will be. Knowing the percentage may not change anything, though. It's just for peace of mind. On the contrary, it sounds really useful. As per the third principle of divination, just the act of observing your chances affects your chances. I didn't consider it that way. I hope it affects them for the best. Anyway, here's the disc. Oh. The chances aren't as good as I hoped. It's no small thing, exercising a behemoth. We haven't taken everything into account yet. Let's turn fate in our favor. You're right, I must be strong. First of all, I asked my friend Jasmine to provide us with some herbs to help ease your mind. With these, you should be able to focus better on the ritual. Smells good. You need to drink the infusion while you think of a toy you loved while you were a mortal child. I sure loved my Legos. My favorite thing was my Jake plushie from Adventure Time. I don't know what that is, but it sure worked on your face already. I feel less tense, yeah. Look, the Fate Mancer's disc went up slightly. This is working. Good, thank Jasmine for me. I think it'll be better if you thank her yourself. Sure, it'll be my pleasure. Okay then, can you run me through the specifics of the ritual? It's more straightforward than I thought it would be. Most of the heavy work has already been done by Dahlia crafting this magnificent dagger. You need to insert the blade into my chest. Me? You need to try and leave one side of the blade facing my flesh and the other side facing the behemoth. I've never stabbed anyone in my life. It's not so much as stabbing as precision cooking. You do cook, right? Yes, I know my way around kitchen knives, but this... I can't do it myself, Fortuna. I believe in you. Why don't we call Dahlia and have her cut you? No. I want you to do it. I feel a special connection to you. Look, the percentage on the disc went up from me explaining this to you. We're on the right path. Dahlia told me the ritual will be more effective the stronger our bond is. I pretty much opened up about myself to you in a way I haven't for ages. So I believe a shortcut to make our bond more powerful would be if you told me something intimate about yourself. The less people know about it, the better. Ah, okay. Tell me something secret about yourself. Do I go with 1? Let's roll the dice. Because only 2 people in all the universe know number 1. I summoned a behemoth too. Shut up. You're putting your life in my hands, so I guess it's only fair I do the same. Abermar, show yourself. Holy cosmos. How is this possible? No one knows about this, not even my closest friends. Why do you have a behemoth? I don't have him, we're partners. We're only talking today because I summoned him. I couldn't endure my exile anymore, so I called upon him and we're working together to regain my freedom. Abermar is the one who taught me how to channel Arcana to build my own deck. I owe him my life. That is, for lack of a better word, so cool. Fuck, it feels good to say it out loud to another person. Thank you for understanding. Hey, 68! Are you kidding? I'm like the ideal audience for that kind of revelation. Jokes aside, thank you for trusting me. I feel really fortunate. And this goes without saying, but you can rely on me. Now we're sisters in the Forbidden. The best kind of sisterhood there is. Abermar, you can leave us now. Understood. Time to put me under the knife? I'm not ready yet. Never be more ready than now. And I'm ready to accept any consequences. Just... let me meditate for a couple minutes, just to gather my focus, okay? 2 whole minutes? That I have, sure. Thank you. Moment of truth. Have you made a decision? Do you want to pay for the behemoth's name? Yes. 5 fire and 2 air. Allow me to absorb your energies, then. Delicious. Ah, the fragrance of conflict. I hereby release my sibling's name. Gaither Ryan. Thank you, Abermar. At your service. You still there? Yes, I'm ready. I learned your behemoth's name. Gaither Ryan. Whoa, the Fate Master's disc went wild. How did you do that? I made a mental pact with Abermar. I purchased your behemoth's name from him. Purchased? I hope you didn't put yourself at risk for me, Fortuna. Don't worry, it wasn't that expensive. I think. Thank you so much for going the extra mile for me. We sisters in the Forbidden must stand together, right? You're right. Ready for some stabbing? An ad break? Now of all times? I should have known this was coming, but... Oh my god. That'll give me a chance to enjoy some more of my tea. Because yeah, if I'm gonna be going for a second stream later today, I'm gonna need some pep in a cup. Pep in a cup is a terrible name. I hate that name. I'm gonna call it the same thing I do to my coworkers at the office. It's my go-go juice. Minute and a half left. But yeah, I'm curious because I'm guessing after this is done, the other person's gonna come back. Louise. I'm like, and I forgot her name already. That's terrible. Louise will come back, and then we'll get some kind of conclusion with her. And maybe, because hers was kind of more nebulous. Like, I can see if I had told her to just chew up Earth anyways. You're back already? That's interesting. Because it still says an ad break for 30 seconds on my end. How odd. You're back. Ah. Maybe your ad blocker worked this time. Twitch has been weird with ad blockers. I got so fed up with the quality of how they were working that I basically just paid Twitch to shut off ads for the whole site. I don't mind. And I just get subs for people if I, want to use emotes or something. But, okay. Now it says you're back. Now it says everybody's back. Okay. Time for some stabbing! Don't say it like that. Sorry, I was just trying to blow off some steam. Our ideas of what constitutes relaxing differ dramatically, Greta. Looks like you're relaxed, though. I guess that's the most important thing here. Okay, I'm going to insert the dagger now. Are you ready? Do it. Free Greta from the Behemoth. Partners in the Forbidden. So, how do I look? We did it, Greta. Haha, yeah, I know. You're the best, Fortuna. Thank you so much. I was so nervous. My heart was about to explode. Where's the Behemoth now? They escaped. While you were pushing the dagger inside me, we had a very intense discussion that it felt like it lasted eons. Finally, they got scared of me? It's like you were fueling me with some energy larger than this universe. It felt so empowering. You were amazing, Fortuna. I'm so happy for you. What now? I'm gonna make a round to share the good news. Especially with Dahlia. I owe her my life, too. Yeah, she deserves more credit than anyone. I promise I'll come visit you again soon. I didn't only regain my freedom here. I also gained you. I'm happy I met you, too. Okay, take care. See you soon. Goodbye. Yeah, there's Louise. I'd like to visit you once again if that's okay. I'd like to tell you how it went with Aedena. Yep. Thank you for having me. Hello, Louise. So how did it go? You're right about Aedena. I went to visit her and talk about an alternate source of energy for the project, and she didn't seem to care much. Something's amiss with our leader. She felt devoid of life. I didn't dare ask about what was going on, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Turbulent times are coming. That's quite perturbing, yes. I'd explore what's going on with Aedena, but I doubt she'd agree to come here and have her fortune read. And on second thoughts, I wouldn't like for her to know I'm developing a new deck. Better not to mess with Aedena, I agree. Ah, by the way, I also confessed my true nature to my mortal lover, and it was perfect. It feels so good to be able to love without putting on a mask. You changed my life, Fortuna. I got rid of some stupid shackles I put on myself. I'm so happy to hear that. I was worried my deck would cause you trouble. I brought you a present. Oh, what is it? It's a pith cloth. I collected the energy from family's weekend trip. Oh, that's adorable. Here. Acquire the pith cloth symbol. Louise by Louise with intellect harvested from mothers and their children. A present for Fortuna. Fire and earth. So I can get new cards. That's interesting. Oh, it is beautiful. I humbly accept it. It's but a token of my gratitude. I hope one day I can truly repay you. There's no need. This is more than enough. Leaving courtesy aside, I'm serious. Let me know if you ever need my help. Thank you, I will. Take care, Fortuna. Likewise. And there's our boy. What a busy life all of a sudden. How are you feeling? It feels good. Life is worth living again. I'm glad to see your mood has improved. So what are your plans now? My biggest concern is still Aedena. Sooner or later, she's going to find out about my new deck. If I want to be free, I'll need to deal with her at some point. Well, the Cosmic Wheel is already in motion. Look how quickly you've reconnected with the coven. Just stay alert and seize any opportunity the universe throws at us. How do you do it? Manipulate fate? You tell me, we're not so different. Not really, I mean, I get to read into possible futures. But escaping from Aedena's sentence was an impossibility until I summoned you. Are you sure? It was by your will that I appeared. You're the one making the jigsaw fall into place. Are you suggesting I'm the one that created you? What? Please, witch. I was just trying to encourage you. You owe me a lot and you're paying a high price for all of this. Don't forget it. But you summoned me. That speaks volumes about the power of your will. Have more faith in yourself. Okay, no need to mock me. Look, a falcon has arrived. Oh, could it be from Thea? Yeah, that's from the Arbiter, alright. I have terrible news. Please invite me to your home ASAP. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210, rank Waxing Crescent. What, did you kill Aedena or something? I have terrible news. Shows up with a smile. Ah, Fortuna. What is it? What happened? It's about your leader. What about Aedena? Aedena's dead. Succession. Reach chapter 4. Okay. That's interesting. And Abramar, because I was thinking about it after last game, like what, or that last game, last week, like how Fortuna and her power worked. And if she was really reading fate or if she was choosing fate. Because we do get a choice, and the choices are drastically different. But I believe Patrice is Fortuna's sister. We are reunited here today to say goodbye to our good friend Patrice. She lived intensely and died on her own terms. We're returning her body to the earth just as she wished. Naked and covered in flowers, my body to the soil, my soul to my sister, to the stars. You lived in beauty and depart in beauty. Now some words from her eldest son. I'm not good with speeches, so excuse my brevity. I will always be in awe of all the life my mother brought into this world. I'm not only talking about her numerous children and grandchildren. I'm talking about her words, her ideas, her wisdom. I don't know if any of us will ever achieve the clarity my mother had. With her gone, we've lost the brightest light in the universe. I wish any of our dads were decent enough to be half the person our mother was. Okay. That gives some information about her life. I wish any of them were brave enough to have stayed by her side. Today I didn't only lose my one true parent, but also my idol. Adios, mama. Te quiero. Thank you, Pedro. Now, Mr. Stanton, you wanted to say something too? That's right, thank you. I feel lucky you're all letting me be part of this moment. I wanted to share with you how much of an inspiration her family was to her. She always spoke of you so dearly. Who's talking? She loved you more than anything. Oh, it's that guy. Patrice could always strike you as a cynical person at first. She always had that I'm too smart to be wasting my time with you vibe. But she was ultimately driven by love. Love of life and of the human experience. I've been extremely fortunate to have been her editor for the past 20 years. I know for a fact that she has been a mother to not only you, but to hundreds of thousands of readers around the globe. Her unique perspective on pleasure and joy has been an inspiration for many women, from many cultures. She's leaving a bleeding wound inside many hearts, but also a legacy. The world is stronger and healthier thanks to her. And that feeling, that energy will never die. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, Mr. Stanton. Now to proceed with the last rites, Wait, I want to speak too. Of course, go ahead. Grandma? You aren't really gone, are you? That body covered in flowers, you just had to leave that old husk behind, right? So that's Maria. We had so many plans, so many ideas. I can't accept that you let a stupid cancer take away what we were building together. Right, Yaya? You haven't betrayed me, have you? Fortuna. It's okay, Pedro. Let her express herself. I can't do this by myself. Did you run off to the stars to look for your sister? You promised you'd take me with you to see the cosmos. If you don't come back right now, I'll never forgive you. Maria, I'm sure your grandmother will be guiding you from wherever she is. One never truly leaves this world. Patrice's body may turn to dust, Patrice's voice may have gone silent, but her essence is an everlasting gift we will never lose. Patrice, she's broken free from that name. Now we'll call her Autumn. We will call her Tears and Fragrance and a mid-afternoon dream. God damn, that's beautiful. Some good fucking writing. Enough with all the cheesy poetry already. You will never understand my grandmother or what we were doing together. Maria! I'm sorry for your loss. Now, if no one has any more words to share, we will return her to the earth. May your soul bless the stars, Patrice. So, my prediction finally came true, eh? You managed to live 59 years, 11 months, and 21 days. For a second, I believed you'd be able to break free from your fate. You remained a tough bitch, even in death. It's too hard to do this without your witty comebacks. I'm sorry I didn't come and visit you after I ascended. The time among the stars sure flies. And I wasn't sure how you'd deal with the fact that your sister became a witch. I'm so sorry. The night on the beach I started walking into the sea and never looked back. But somehow you knew, eh? You knew I wasn't dead. You're the only thing I missed from my time as a mortal. It's been tough up there without you. What about one last reading, for old time's sake? What should I ask about? I wonder how our relationship would have been if I stayed. Do you mind if I indulge, Patrice? The devil, the beast, is the keeper of everything that is forbidden. Their servants ooze with lust and invite you to fall into temptation. Enlightenment beyond corruption. I'd have married one of your husband's brothers and we'd had a big happy family all together. We would have run a popular magazine together with Ava as the editor-in-chief. You've moved to the Canary Islands, you've written lesbian pulp novels, and I'd have run an online tarot website. I like this one. I've married one of your husband's brothers and we'd have had a big happy family all together. We'd helped raise each other's children. We'd have taught them about love and literature. I'd have taught them about magic and pizza. We'd have enjoyed long summer nights drinking wine with our husbands and friends, watching over the kids playing in the garden. Ah, Patrice, I missed you so much. I'm gonna miss you so much. What the hell am I doing? Reading into the hypothetical. How can I be this cowardly? I owe you more than this. First and only time I read someone's death was for you. As the last present, I'll get real. I'll read beyond your death. I'm scared of that presence I found when you dared me to read into your demise. It was lurking there, watching us from the unknown. I'll look into its eyes now, to see for myself where we're sending you off to. The Emperor sits upon a stark, barren mountain, a sign of unyielding power, ultimate male ego, confidence, power. You'll be the founder of the first ever Cosmic Gazette and become a cosmic investigative reporter. A cosmic cartographer. You'll explore this ever-expanding uncharted universe and create maps and devices to help witches navigate it. What? I think I lost my talent. This doesn't make any sense. What in the cosmos am I doing? I'm sorry, Patrice. I'm just spewing nonsense. Don't leave me. "6 feet under my ass!" What the fuck? Zombie sister, let's go! Patrice! Fortuna? What is this? Is this the other side? Why are you in cosplay? Patrice, I love you! I love you too, silly. We ghosts. No, Patrice, this is the real world. I'm a witch. And I believe you are one now, too. Ah, fuck me. Oh my god! I love that. Okay. So I've got a lot of water energy right now. It is imperative we speak before I vanish, Aedena. Oh, fun. That's Aedena? Oh, I saw them in, like, the opening crawl thing, and I didn't realize who they were. Hello, Fortuna. Is something the matter? I heard you were dead. That is correct. You've never met the corpse of a witch. I keep forgetting how young some of you are. I always thought deaths were just that, the end. It can be, if you're killed or erased. But a witch also dies when they lose the will to live. Now I am but a nameless corpse, waiting to be consumed by your sisters, or scattered throughout the cosmos. Why are you visiting me, then? Oh, God, she's talking through a mouth and her forehead. That's weird. Think of me as a ghost, dealing with loose ends. In that case, my exile, is it over? I'm afraid it is not. Your viewing sentences now falls upon the next leader of the coven. And who might that be? It is yet to be decided. I sense something different about you. What have you done? You feel so intimidating. Is it because I'm dead? No. You've done something. You changed yourself. You are dangerous now. I don't know what you're talking about. What loose ends have you come to tie up here, anyway? You. I want to ask you what you have learned during this brief isolation. Divination can control a community, which, meh. It is wrong for a single witch to rule a coven. Like, this is... I don't feel like we learned this at all. I don't necessarily disagree with this. That's just no, and then that also no. So, exile is not a constructive solution feels great. The coven should actively work to make witches understand their mistakes and ensure a healthy coexistence. That path leads to weakness. It's just the opposite. Every witch should work on herself to make the coven stronger, not burden it with her shortcomings. Whatever. What was I supposed to learn? Allow me to explain. You have been wrong all along in calling your talent divination. What is tarot then, if not divination? I should tell you about the nature of this universe. The secret of reality. Consciousness is a responsibility. Everything that is sentient modifies the nature of the realm we inhabit. All that has happened, every phenomenon, is only real because it has been perceived. The parts of the universe that have not yet been measured are yet to be defined. Your art does not predict events, they define them. Reality warping, like I guessed. Unknowingly, you are shaping what didn't happen in the past, as well as what is yet to happen. You are not a reader, you are a writer. That is why I exiled you. When you predicted the falling of this coven, you were in actuality dooming us all. I worked hard to prevent that omen, and I am still not sure if I have succeeded. Only time will tell. Why are you telling this to me now? Because I am dead, and I deem it better that you become aware of the magnitude of your ability, since I will not be here to protect the coven from you any longer. Why didn't you tell me to begin with? Because I was afraid you would write me off this plane. I am well aware you despise me. Keeping you away from your deck was the only way I could think of to ensure some stability for the coven, which is why she locked us away and took away the deck. That makes sense. Though she should have told us, because then we wouldn't have subbed Abravar. Come on, I'm not the villain you think I am. Likewise. Fair enough. Remember, you can manipulate anything that does not exist. The future is the most obvious implication, but I'm also talking about the past. You can alter anything that did not happen. So in Dahlia's past, then, damn. The Coven is about to go through some turbulent times. I do not think you are mature enough to handle your talent. But it is not in my hands anymore. Do as you please with this knowledge. I understand. Thank you for telling me all this. I have a parting gift. Knowledge? Right, yeah, because I wanted knowledge. I know many witches will come to you for guidance in the near future. We cannot fix the immaturity of your character, but we can at least offer you knowledge. Take one of my eyes. It will allow you to see the unseen. It will open the gates to the wisdom of the gods. I pray you use it wisely. You will play a critical role in the fate of the Coven. Thank you. Yeah, that's... I don't agree with Aedena, but she is at least owning up to, yeah, I fucked up, and I'm almost gone, and I'm going to do the best I can with what's left in the world. I will make the most of it. I do not really care anymore. I will not get to witness any of it. Why are you giving it to me, then? It was etched into the Cosmic Wheel. I can only obey. I see. I also want you to have this. New Arcana unlocked, the Coppersmith. Dear substance of kin, forsake the mortal hex, abandon flesh, abandon sinew. Thou art now my magic, thou art no more sin. Holy crap, that's an expensive Arcana. 2 fire, 4 wind, and 2 water. Jesus. This is a super Arcana. Any card created with this image will allow you to access more readings than with a regular card. That's what they do. That's what the cards do. Oh. Oh, New Game Plus is going to be great. How did you... Even if you believed me a farce, the gods truly speak to me. They told me about the new deck you're crafting. This custom deck, it suits your arts better than the limited tarot. So my decision to have you exiled has paid off in the end. So what, do you expect me to thank you? I expect nothing. I am dead. This will be the last time we speak. Do you wish to say anything else to me before my departure? Whew! I got a fuck you, a bird in hell, or a thank you for everything. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I or Fortuna are mature enough to go with thank you for everything. I don't know if burn in hell is the correct answer, but I absolutely think Fortuna is the type of person to talk back to authority, especially now when she has one final chance. Fuck you. Anything else? I will make this coven better. Good. I will leave now. Wait. Any last advice? No. Goodbye. Are you alright? Actually, no, that's not his voice. Are you alright? Still processing. Why? This is too much responsibility. I shouldn't toy people's fates, or even worse, their pasts. I can see that you messing with the past is somewhat unsettling. But the future? Aren't we all messing with each other's lives all the time anyway? You just happen to have the upper hand. I don't know. More than that, as the sole possessor of this talent, you have the responsibility to use it. You have the power to change this universe for the better. Own it. Maybe you have a point there. Some individuals lead covens, some others run societies, some beings can eat whole galaxies. I mean, I have the power to grant wishes. Own your talents, Fortuna. You're right. With these cards, it's not like I have total control over the readings. There's a chance involved in the shuffling. What if a card only offers me tragic outcomes? You'll have to face some tough decisions, sure. But that's just like the rest of us. Sometimes there are no good outcomes. You have a talent for putting a spin on dire situations, don't you? I found myself stuck between a rock and a hard place too many times. I have a knack for looking on the bright side, for my own sake. His side things are gone. On the back now. That's really human of you. Or that's really behemoth of humans. I was here first. As I said, a true reality spinner. Aedena told you, reality is modified by consciousness. I may be the master of that. In any case, I need some time before I feel ready to read the cards again. Nonsense. I need you to back in the game as soon as possible. Do you want me to look into what was bothering you then? Ah, well. Come on, do it for me. Please. It's alright, I won't push you. Or is it about Gloria, the first witch? How did you? It's Aedena's eye. Or better said, it's the water contract we sealed together. It's already activated. It's offering me knowledge. I can't fully access it. It feels like a waterfall of ideas behind my mind. And sometimes something jumps out of the water. So, you wanted to ask about Gloria? That's right. Gloria is my first love. I spent many universes without loving a single being. Suddenly, she came into existence, or better put, she ascended. Gloria is the first woman who left the mortal plane behind and became a witch. She's the inventor of magic, which is basically exploiting the universe's rules. I've never met a single entity as full of love and ideas as Gloria. And I had the privilege of being loved by her. I wanted to ask you what had become of her. Before I was afraid of what I'd find, but now I'm afraid of what you'd write. I promise I will look for the best possible reading, or writing. Alright. I granted you this deck, we might as well go all the way in. I've got you, partner. Also, while you're at it, what do you say we try and reshape the Coven's stance on behemoths? That's not a bad idea. What if we find the cards... What if what we find in the cards isn't good? I don't think there's anything worse than being forbidden and hunted. You're right. Okay, let's put this deck to use. Let's see. We want to look into how the Coven deals with behemoths. Right. And let's see what's become of Gloria, the first witch. Please, let it be something good. I'll do my best. The rest is in the hands of the deck. Oh, no fire cards, please. Blue Lagoon. Oh, this one hurts. Because it's knowledge, peace, and power. Behemoths and witches get to coexist in harmony. You, Abramar, will get to rule this coven. Behemoths and witches will get to coexist in harmony. And that is delicious. I can't believe it's going to be as easy as that. You are the most terrifying witch I've ever met. A single sentence to solve all of our problems. I still have trouble picturing that that's actually happening. It feels weird now, being aware of whatever comes out of my mouth will come true. Although it's always been like that, I guess. What were the other options? I'd rather not say. Feels like I'd corrupt the reading if I reveal them. Understood. Thank you, Fortuna. This means a lot to me. Not once in the history of this universe has anyone ever done so much for a behemoth. This wasn't just for you. Peaceful coexistence will be good for everyone. Of course. I'm thankful anyway. You're welcome. Sunken Orphanage. Mercy, wellness, authority, communication, peace, justice. You'll be reunited with Gloria and get to rekindle the passion of your relationship. You will never meet with Gloria again, but you will find a love greater than hers. Gloria will never love you again, but you will get to meet her one more time. She has a parting gift for you. And now I know I'm actually deciding this. So I can give him back what he wants. I can point him in the direction of something new. These are all water. Let's give him a new love. I don't like these options. I don't like these options. Because it's basically he gets back in the relationship with her. He never meets her again, but finds somebody new. Or he'll meet her again one last time to get a parting gift. You will never get to meet Gloria again, but you will find a love greater than hers. Not even your talents is enough to allow me to see her again, And a love greater than Gloria's? That sure sounds like fiction. You just wait, the Cosmic Wheel doesn't ever stop turning, Abramar. I can't picture an experience more intense than what I had with Gloria. But you've managed to poison this extra-dimensional being with hope. Thank you. My pleasure. Your deck feels way more dangerous now. I doubt I'll ever subject myself to your divination again. In all the universes I've existed in, nothing has ever made me feel so fragile. You must use these powers wisely, I beg of you. Well, I never expected to get a behemoth to beg. This is serious indeed. It's not a laughing matter, Fortuna. Hey, don't look at me. You're the one who's always testing when it comes to life and death issues. I got a taste of my own medicine, Now I see it's not funny. Please, accept my apologies. Come on, don't be so uptight. I've got your back. Sure. Look, you've got mail. Right, let's see. Hey, Dahlia again. Did you hear? The old bitch kicked the bucket. Let's celebrate. Come on. Aedena is dead! Fuck Aedena! Let's go out and celebrate. No, I can't. Why not? That old hag is out. Fuck rules. My freedom is in the hands of whoever becomes the next leader. Then I'll become the leader. My first order of business will be to ban fucking exile. I wish. No, I mean it. I'm running for the office, Fortuna. Oh wow, really? I can't picture you running the coven, to be honest. I thought you despised that kind of responsibility. It promises to be a pain in the ass, yeah. We've endured too many centuries of abusive leadership. I'm determined to revitalize our clan. If Follow me and I shall deliver freedom and happiness. Oh no. I'm remembering what I spent for the fire energy, and it's going to destroy the coven. So you're even more energetic than usual. I'm raring to go. Fortuna, join me. Let's rule the coven together. Yeah, tell me about your plans first. Of course, of course. Sorry, I got caught up in the moment. Don't you think I'm a dumb witch? I have a solid plan. We've done some research, and the 5 pillars of our coven's law are judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Judgment is how we decide who fucked up and what to do with the coven. Law enforcement is how we punish those who fucked up. Forbidden arts is how we deal with dangerous stuff. Mortal affairs with how we deal with people, animals, and everything non-magical. Witch duties is basically what every sister has to do for the coven. Now, Aedena was basically all, fuck you, I rule, fuck you, I exile you, fuck dangerous stuff, fuck mortals, and well, fuck you. I want to change things, radically. Try a new system, more open and inclusive. Judgment will be something held between all the members of the coven. All important decisions will be solved after hearing everyone's input, then celebrating a referendum. It's feasible since our coven has less than 100 members right now. There won't be law enforcement. All issues will be solved amicably between the affected parties. Isn't that a bit naive? What if they can't be reached in agreement? We'll submit a case to the arbitrage office. We don't see why we need any additional enforcement since we have the magical pact already. I see. Following that line of thought, there won't be any forbidden arts. I believe that banning things begets temptation. It's better to share knowledge and educate witches about its implications. Ooh. Then about mortal affairs. I believe we should cut all ties with mortals. This may seem radical, but I believe we are way too privileged to dare tamper with mortal lives. I say leave them be. We have a whole universe to toy with. As for witch duties, instead of asphyxiating quarterly controls, I say we set a magical tax to pull resources for the coven. Any witch could go about her life however she wants, provided she shares a proportional part of the magic she draws from the cosmos. We'd use those resources to help newcomers or any sisters in need, or develop some ambitious communal project. That basically sums it up. Oh! There's a pressing matter, too. We have to decide how to deal with Aedena's corpse. We can either devour her or scatter her throughout the cosmos. Come again? Apparently there's a lot of magic stored inside the corpse of a witch. If we literally eat her, we all become more powerful. If we free her magic, a lot of women will be able to ascend and become witches. We could almost double our numbers. I firmly believe we should share her magic with the universe. We may become more powerful should we devour her, but there's a special strength hidden in diversity. More points of view and clash of new wills will make us grow in more interesting ways. That pretty much sums up my stance, so... Are you with me? Oh. Interesting. So I get to decide. So I like referendum. I like law enforcement and I like the law enforcement with communication understanding. I like the forbidden arts thing. The magical tax is good. I agree with Aedena's magic. Cutting all ties with the mortal world. I know that's going to screw somebody over. Let's roll the dice. I must painfully decline. What? Why? Your program isn't up my alley. Is that so? What exactly do you disagree with? Yeah! I get to change a thing! Cutting all ties with mortals. All beings are wonderful, and there's a lot to learn from mortality. That's a valid point of view, yes. I'll give it some thought. Setting our differences aside, I hope you at least agree that we should make our coven more diverse. One of the things that matters most to me is how we deal with Aedena's corpse. I believe it's extremely important that we open the gates for more women to become witches. And because of that, I'd love it if you met with our most recent addition to the community. She so knows she doesn't even have a name yet. Please, let her come see you. I can help her find her way. And you'll get to see how diversity will make our coven richer too. It'll be my pleasure. Tell her to come whenever she's ready. Thank you so much. I'll be going now. I need to start putting a team together to deal with the campaign. See ya. Bye, Dahlia. Okay, so by being brave, I could tweak a thing. So, yeah, that's good. Are you alright? I have some difficult news to share with you. Let me know when I can come and visit. Oh no, please don't tell me all 4 of them are going to be gunning for the position. Hello, Fortuna. I come with terrible news. I don't know how to say it. Aedena is dead. You know already? I just met with Aedena's corpse. Is that true? What did she want? She was dealing with loose ends. Did she lift your sentence? I wish. She was only trying to justify herself, to leave this universe in peace, I guess. Poor Aedena. My exile is now in the hands of whoever gets to rule next. About that. The first order of business is to decide how to deal with Aedena's corpse. Yeah, Dolly was here a couple minutes ago, and she brought me up to speed. Ah, good. So basically we have to decide whether to be fewer but stronger, or weaker but more diverse. What's your stance on this? I believe we should devour her. Jasmine! Change of government and all that. I believe it's just not the best time to receive that many new trainees. There's already enough turmoil in having to establish a new direction. We need to be stronger than ever for the sake of our sisters. I see. And speaking of that, I'm running for leader. Oh, congratulations and good luck. Thank you. I thought the coven could use some tender loving care after Aedena. That is true. Will you help me with your divination, Fortuna? Can I count on your support? Tell me about your program first. Ah, but of course, sorry. Right now there are 5 pillars of the rule set of our coven. Same thing the Dahlia mentioned. Judgment is how we deal with conflicts within the coven and how we determine who's at fault and such. It's also going to be the executive branch tackling where the coven is going and how we deal with major events. Right now we have runic judgment. Basically it was Aedena consulting with the gods. I believe we shouldn't leave witch law in the hands of exogenous forces. My proposal is that judgment should be in the hands of the oldest 4 members of the coven in agreement with the leader. So any judgment should be come by a quorum of the 5 oldest witches. Then there's law enforcement. Right now, any witch who put the coven in jeopardy are sent into exile for variable amounts of time, depending on the severity of their actions. And it's truly horrible. My proposal here is that witches accumulate warnings depending on the severity of their transgressions, and eventually, should they fail to change their behavior, they will be exiled from the coven. No witch should endure what you're going through, Fortuna. Letting witches go to find a new coven that's a better fit is a more humane solution in my opinion. Then this is the forbidden arts. That's how we deal with hazardous magic and knowledge such as summoning behemoths, necromancy, and so on. Right now when the coven determines something should put our community at risk, we ban it. And I believe it should stay that way, so no changes on that front from my part. Next part, mortal affairs. That's how we deal with humans and other lesser beings. Aedena determined that mortals should be exploited and manipulated for witches' convenience. I don't like that at all. I don't believe any soul to be a lesser being to begin with. I believe we have the responsibility to protect and guide mortal societies. I'm fine with that. We have the power to better their lives, so we must do so. And last but not least, there are the witch duties. That defines what members' obligations to the coven are. Right now, we have infamously quarter controls, and should a witch fail to deliver, they'll eventually lose membership. I propose a policy of zero vigilance, to stress that a member of our coven will always strive to be better for our community. Contributions should be at every witch's own pace and discretion. But there's also the issue to regard what to do with her corpse. I say we devour her and become stronger. Again. Jasmine! That basically sums it up. So what do you think? Can I count on your support? No. Huh? Why not? Your program isn't up my alley. You don't have to make up your mind right now, but I'll work hard during the campaign so I can gain your trust and your vote. Listen, there's somebody I want you to meet. Maybe she'll make you more sympathetic to our cause. Junrisha, the mathematician witch. She also believes we should devour Aedena and become stronger. She's the oldest and wisest witch in our coven after Aedena. I'm sure she can make a strong case for why we should absorb our former leader's corpse. Sure, tell her to pay me a visit. But now I should be leaving. There are a lot of people I need to meet to get my campaign in motion. Oh, so she won't let me tweak hers. Take care. Do your best. Okay, so Dahlia is winning my vote so far. Because if nothing else, I'm not going to be banned. The fresh smell of political turmoil. Rejoice, Fortuna. This is the perfect scenario to, quite literally, play our cards. Things could get messy from this point on, yeah. How do you feel about politics? I enjoy political discussion. Oh. It'll come in handy then to do away with the boredom that's been haunting you these 2 centuries. You bet. What are your plans for these elections then? Why have you decided not to support either of them? So I could gun for succession myself. And it doesn't have the option here, which is what I would choose, which is I don't like their policies. Okay. Let's go big. Let's go bold. I think I would make it... Also, you guys can't see these, so... I can say I didn't choose because it's their own fight. I can say I don't want to pick sides. I can say I think I would make a better leader. Or I can say I don't want to have anything to do with politics, which I just said is not the case. So, yeah, I didn't say no because it's their own... I said no because I didn't like their individual politics. I didn't like that Dahlia was banning contact with mortals. And I didn't like that Jasmine, as fucked up as it is devouring Aedena's corpse. I didn't believe that Jasmine... I didn't like her banning the Forbidden. Because that directly affects me. Yeah. I'm going to put my hat in the game for president. I think I would make a better leader. Oh, wow. I like you so much, you always mean business. Are you planning on running for leader yourself, then? I don't know if that's possible from exile. But if I get the chance, you can bet your ass I will. Fantastic. I'd love to witness the kind of leader you become. Yeah, I'm curious, too. You're strong and smart, you'd make a great leader. Thanks. By the way, I'm curious about one thing. Why didn't you tell any of your friends about the true nature of your divination? You know, the little detail about being a writer and not a reader. I'm scared. I'm scared about how they would react. But I'm also afraid of myself. I'm still figuring out what this rediscovered power means and what to do about it. I don't feel any different. But the pressure is immeasurable. I see. I'm afraid too. But I'm here with you. I can help you get through this, Fortuna. Whoa, are you afraid that you're desperate? Are you so afraid that you're desperate to get on my good side? You wish, witch. Jokes aside, I already told you this is the first time I've encountered, throughout my many existences, something that truly terrifies me. But I'm starting to enjoy that feeling. Makes me feel alive. I wouldn't mind partaking in that throw. Why don't you write yourself some courage? I'll draw myself one card. Wait. I was just pulling your leg. This is too risky. What if you draw a card ripe with fire magic, and you end up in a bad place? A seer shouldn't be scared of their own deck. I'll do it. Aren't you afraid of the consequences? Of course. But I've let fear dictate my actions. I would never have summoned you to begin with. You may be right. What exactly are you planning to ask, anyways? It's more of a request than a question. I want to demand that the deck submit to my will. It's not like I'll ever stop using it, so I'd better tame it. You sure are something else. Let's see how this gamble of yours plays out. Okay. That's not a card I made. The Cosmic Wheel spins forever between the folds of existence. It holds inside its clockwork every piece of reality that is yet to be defined. Meanings? Everything. The Cosmic Wheel has decided to manifest as a card, and you will allow me to envision every possible past or future. We just get it. Go big or go home. Cosmic Wheel has decided to manifest as a card, and will allow me to envision every possible past or future. You summoned the fucking Cosmic Wheel out of sheer willpower? I think I'm in love. Shut up. Well, how does it work? The card will be in my deck from now on. If I draw it, it'll allow me to access every possible outcome of a question. You didn't fully remove the element of chance, then. That'd make divination pretty dull, right? What a lame thrill-seeker you are. You're right. Congratulations. I don't have enough fire energy for that new card. You never cease to amaze me. Glad to see you're having fun. Speaking of fun, it looks like you've got mail. Oh. Cosmic Wheel! Summon the Cosmic Wheel to your deck! 'Cause fuck yeah! Alright, so it's Dahlia, the Mathematician, the Arbiter. Let's talk to the Arbiter. Hello again, Fortuna. How are you? Hello, Thea. Get on with the bad news already. Ah, of course. I don't know how to put this, but your prediction came true. Wait, which prediction? No, please. I killed Greta. Why? You're abominable. It was justified. She broke the magical pact by summoning that behemoth. And I gave her every chance to give up, but apparently she preferred to die than be arrested. Greta. I'm sorry. No, you're right. This is my fault. No, Fortuna, it's not your fault. She made her choice. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Come on, Fortuna, don't torture yourself like that. You wouldn't understand. What is there to understand? Is there something we're not aware of? Stop writing shit down. Leave me alone now, please. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Before I leave, Greta wanted you to have something. The Behemoth card. Oh my god, look at that energy cost! A little bit of fire, but a ton of earth. Terrors often roam the cosmos, unable to harm anyone until someone lets them in, and they become the fears of whole sisterhood. Take care, Fortuna. Fuck! I had to predict that she'd kill someone. Damn it! I didn't know it would be Greta. The newcomer I told you about is ready to meet you. She doesn't even have a familiar yet, so I'm contacting you on her behalf. Say the word and I'll bring her to you. Okay, before we get started on that, we're going to do an ad break first. And then I am going to get something quick to snack on. And we'll be back then. Damn it, I feel bad about Greta. Fuck. Anyway, be back in a few minutes, everybody. Okay, I am back. Hey, Gary. I like the female out too. This is great. That is not the right... Nope, this one. There we go. Yeah, this is a fantastic game. I wish I'd started this before. What is that? The new witch? And there's that one screw there. Fuck me, I look like shit. I don't know why I even bother to go shopping if I don't feel like eating. I guess my future self will thank me when I get stoned tonight. Today is my birthday. Should I have got myself a cake or something? I'll put a candle on my hot dog or something, I guess. Will Detonton release a new game soon? Way too long since Hotline Miami 3. Maybe I can start another run of Elden Ring 2. I don't know why I even get up in the morning. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I still don't make any fucking sense. How does everyone else manage not hate themselves? Elden Ring 2? Where? I know. So this is somewhere in the future. I wish I was brave enough to drop out of uni. I don't even like computer science. God, I'd rather kill myself than go to work in an office. I'd rather not work at all. I wish there was a way to stop existing altogether. Would my life have been better if I had been born on Earth? Without universities, without corporations, just surviving on the old planet? I wonder if they have video games over there. I hope those idiots don't ask me to hang out today for my birthday. I don't feel like seeing anyone. Fuck, I forgot toilet paper. Surprise! Why does he have a horse head? Come on, guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear dead name. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Dead name? Happy birthday. Did we surprise you? Ah. Come on, make a wish. I wish... Don't say it out loud or it won't come true. Okay. In that case... Welcome, I'm Fortuna. Nice to meet you. What's your name? I don't know. Oh, that's fine. I guess you're still figuring things out. First I need to come to terms with being in outer space and having become... a witch? That's right. You're a witch now, girl. How do you know I'm a woman? Only women can become witches, so there's no doubt about it. Everyone seems to be clearer than me on everything. I haven't even had the chance to get out of the closet to myself, but everyone here keeps addressing me as a woman. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because I think it's louder than me. Actually... I'm sorry, would you rather have me switch back to masculine pronouns? Hell no. Oh, for some reason everything's maxed out again. I'm sorry. I'm just angry it didn't all happen on my terms. Well, you have an eternity ahead of you to enjoy your true self. I guess I should be celebrating. But I can't still picture myself out of this ugly beard and hoodie. I believe I can help you with that if you'd like. What do you have in mind? Some kind of glow-up? You'll be the one doing the transition. I'll just offer some guidance. It's not very different from what us witches had to go through. What all of us witches had to go through. None of us ascended into these cool robes and hats. I'm an engineer. I wouldn't even know where to begin with designing an outfit. It'll all come to you. Trust me. Shall we perform a rite? I did it for my sister once. You can just relax. This is a pretty cool moment in a witch's life. I'm in your hands. Whatever. First of all, I'm going to summon a Fate Master's Disc to check on our chances of success for the ritual. Chances of success? Does that mean I can fail? Not really. It just means you'll take more time to figure out your witch identity. But it'll come to you in time. Great. Just try to enjoy it. Sure. I hope I get to meet her sister. What do I have to do? There are many ways to go about this. My favorite one is by making some tea. I'm going to interview you to try to find some elements that are fundamental to your essence. Then we'll pour them into this teapot and brew a cathartic infusion. This sounds so surreal. But sure, I'm game. It can be pretty delicious. A good friend of mine taught me this method, and now I wouldn't go about it any other way. I'm kind of envious, since this is something a witch can only taste before transitioning. Are you ready? Of course, interview the shit out of me. Question. Tell me about yourself. What to say about myself? What do you like to do? A bit of your background? Whatever you think is essential to your being? When I was about 10 years old, I saw a boar trample a friend to death during a school trip. That is oddly specific. It's the first thing that came to mind, and I find myself thinking about it too often whenever my mind's idle. Of course, let it flow. I like electronic music, video games, spicy food, western movies, and gardening. Gardening can be a great asset for a witch. Well, I mostly grew marijuana and chili peppers. Is there pot in space? There is everything in the universe. But recreationally speaking, there's way better stuff you can get a hold of now, being a witch and all. Nice, I could do with some of that. Sure, I'll set you up with a friend of mine. Did you do anything creative? Not really. Maybe cooking? I love cooking, but I often find myself too depressed to cook anything at all. Well, you have all the time in the world now. Sure. So, did you find anything useful? So they didn't talk much about the electronic music. The spicy food, it was also kind of a mess. And they didn't seem all that into gardening? It's either that or childhood trauma, though, so... let's have the trauma. Why did I even say that? I'm sure it came to mind for a reason. I say we go with your more instinctive reaction. Alright. Question. What would you dream of doing as a witch? I don't know. What does a witch typically do? Eat children in cursed towns? No. Well, not typically. You can do whatever you want. Some of us take care of magical gardens, some others craft daggers, some others organize cosmic orgies. Myself, I dabble in divination. I don't know. I just want to have fun, make some true friendships, visit different places. I felt trapped for too long in my apartment. I want to be free. You can do all that outside of your occupation. Any crafts you may be interested in? I don't know. I was preparing myself to become a computer engineer. I also enjoy growing stuff, so making potions? Maybe an explorer? Any excuse to visit lots of cool places. I see. What to add is your vocation. So, Science Witch I don't like because they said they didn't like that. Gardener Witch, Traveling Merchant Witch sounds cool. The traveling part sounds fun, but I don't know if I have the charisma to become a merchant. You do. We witches all have charisma. I'd say one can't ascend without the necessary charisma. Comes with a package. Once you've found your true self, I'm sure you'll be radiant. I hope so. Alright, I think I can picture myself roaming the cosmos with my wares. Nice. Question. What would be your ideal aesthetic? I don't have a single clue. Definitely not this. Use your instincts. Pour out any keywords that may come to mind. I don't know. What could be the opposite of this? I'm too embarrassed to say anything out loud, to be honest. I'm not comfortable speaking so openly about how I'd like to look. Take your time. Something flashy? Sexy? Shit. What am I saying? I feel like any lick would be too big for me to fill. I want to feel good about myself, but I also don't want to overdo it. A witch is incapable of overdoing her looks. You met Dahlia, right? Fuck yes, she is one hell of a woman. You're a hell of a woman too. I don't feel ready to own that. How about... hot, exotic, or overpowering? Something exotic. I'm not a fan of that word. Why not? It's really cool. I'd rather do regular cool, not exotic cool. Ah, I see. I trust you can own the look, though. Believe in yourself. Okay. I have enough. Let's pour you a cup. The odds on the disc aren't as high as I'd like them to be. They're good enough. Fill the rest with your willpower. You can do this. Alright, let's drink this. Cheers. Oh, hey! My goodness, you look amazing. The Peppermancer! Oh, I like that. Do I? Yes, you're stunning. Can't wait to get in front of a mirror, but I feel stunning myself, yeah. I feel weightless. This is amazing, Fortuna. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I was supposed to add the pepper. Oh my god, I should have done spicy food. Should have done spicy food and an appearance that was hot. Okay. I still succeeded, though, I think. How can I ever repay you? You just become the best witch you can be. Enjoy it. You can count on it. Can you feel it now? You're calling? Yeah! I am the Peppermancer. That is so cool. What are your powers about? I don't know yet. Something spicy, that's for sure. I need to find a fitting name for this persona. I need to figure out what I'm going to do from now on. So many questions. I feel anxious and excited. I can help you out with that. My specialty is helping witches dealing with questions using my deck. Oh, Dahlia told me about that. I was kind of bummed when you decided to brew some tea instead of letting me see your deck. So yeah, please, I'd love to see your cards in action. It'll be my pleasure. Oh, time to fuck with fate. I propose we look into what role you'll play in the coven, so you can form a better picture of where to direct your training. Yeah, that'd be cool. Also, let's say we look into the future to see what you'll call yourself so you can start using your name right away. Yes, please. I can't go and buy Untitled Witch Project forever. That was definitely the demo name for this. Nice. Anything else you want to ask while we're at it? I'm fine with just that. Let's leave some room for discovery. Very well. Now focus on these questions while I shuffle my deck. Standing ovation. Your talents will grow exponentially in a very short amount of time. You will get to surpass some of the oldest witches. You'll grow a special variety of chili peppers known as Truth Chili. They will become an essential item in upcoming elections. That's fucking with stuff. Surpass some of the oldest witches. Alright, straight to the top. What's the matter? Isn't that good? Yes, of course it's good. But I'm a bit worried about how some witches will react to your meteoric ascension. Why's that? Jealousy is a widespread disease among witches. Some of us will be extremely happy to see you thrive, but I can picture a great number of witches getting salty about it. Whatever. Haters gonna hate. Thing is, in a community as intimate as ours, the hate from haters can become a considerable nuisance. If that's something I should be worried about, can't we look at it with another card? Absolutely. Look into how the coven's going to react. Nice, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna not put a fire card there. Cosmic Wheel! I get all the choices! Will harbor much resentment from the weak and the sour. Your potential will earn you the utmost respect. Oh, it's only 2 choices. Nice. Dear Coven, get ready for some high-level peppermancy. Happy to see you all fired up. This is great news for you and the Coven. I won't let you down. Thank you so much. One last card for the name. I say now I want a fire card, and I got one. And I'm so glad I didn't get toxicity for the other choice. Alright. Overflowing with hate and regret, the quicksand taints its visitors. A love too intense on the verge of turning into hatred, the light of blue flames bringing forth trouble. Oversaturated fire energy becomes a cleansing power, death and rebirth. Not bad for a name card. Ileana the Peppermancer. Faye the Peppermancer. Nova the Peppermancer. Oh, it's all the same options, damn it. I like Ileana. The Nova is good too. Let's go with Nova. You are Nova the Peppermancer. Nova. Sounds so alien to me. Feels like stealing a name from the identity database or something. But I like it a lot. I'll do my best to live up to this name. Thank you so much, Fortuna. You are welcome, Nova. That's a wrap. How did you like my divination? Super cool, you've got a great talent. Although I'm not sure I'll resort to it again anytime soon. There's something dreadful in becoming aware of fate's existence knowing you can't escape it. Not that you're to blame, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it can cause that effect. I'm sure I'd lose it if I had a talent like yours. So tempting and so scary at the same time. I'll stick to Peppermancy. It can be maddening at times, yeah. What are you planning to do now? Dally wanted to introduce me to some more people. And now I feel ready for it, thanks to you. Happy to hear that. Please come and visit me anytime. I will. Goodbye. Hey, she flew off on her own now. Math Witch. Let's go. Oh, that's interesting. You have like an abacus for a chest? You have an abacus on your chest. Okay. Welcome and thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. I'm not used to dealing with young witches, so first of all, excuse me if I say something too blunt or out of place. Don't worry, that introduction was polite enough. Good. You need to vote for Jasmine. I don't care for her program, really. It's just imperative that we eat Aedena's corpse. Oh, I thought you came by to do some convincing, not just order me around. We are inches away from unlocking a whole new dimension of understanding. There will always be time to open the gates for more witches. Who knows, it's possible that if we ascend higher, we can directly grant illumination to anyone. That'd be very convenient, huh? I can expose some pretty solid arguments, if I may. Be my guest. Do you mind if I summon a Fate Master's disc to calculate the chances of our interests will align? I know your disc's secret. And what might that be? Your invention is pretty convenient for any witch facing some kind of critical situation. What they don't know is the disc is also recording everything, collecting information for you. That's true indeed. How did you learn about it? My third eye isn't just for looking. I believe you to be the first person to know. Please don't disclose it to the rest of the Coven, or you will deprive them of an essential tool. I won't. But don't you think this is, to say the least, unethical? Ethics lose all meaning when you spend a decade trapped inside the dungeons of the Inquisition. I need to gather as much information as possible for the betterment of my holistic formula. I won't disclose any secrets if that is what you're worried about. Still, the mere knowledge of your peers' issues is a clear violation. That is irrelevant. Those are the ethics of the privileged. When you're faced with death, when you become a survivor, it's all about the results. How about you summon a Minister of Secrets at least, so you can't possibly disclose any sensitive information? I don't see it as necessary, but I will if that keeps you from sabotaging my project. It'll make me feel better, yeah. Understood. Do you mind if I summon a Fate Master's disc anyway? Sure. Go ahead. Good. First thing we want to use is to demonstrate the advantages of harnessing power is a present. I learned that you craft your own cards using Arcana. With enough power, you could create your own and not be limited to the ones found in a grimoire. Here. The Penitent One. Lone survivor of the Brotherhood of Silent Sorrow, so named because those in the congregation took a vow of silence as a form of penance. While I was at the mercy of the Inquisition, I met a penitent pilgrim. He didn't say anything, he just left a lasting impression on me. Using my holistic formula, I captured his essence in the form of a super arcana for you to use in your divination. Think about the possibilities if you were able to etch any element of the cosmos that marked you into a card. That would come in handy. Thank you. I'm aware that for someone as intelligent as you, flattery won't be enough to help make up your mind. So next, allow me to make a demonstration of power. Oh, thrilling. What do you have in mind? Thanks to my understanding of a holistic formula, I made myself immune to fate. Sorry I laughed. That sounds way too ludicrous. Then go ahead. Read my fortune. Throw me your meanest card. It'll be my pleasure. But wait, my formula may damage your deck in the process. Are you sure you want to go through with it? You're planning to dispel my card, aren't you? How did you... Is there a way to get a hold of one of those magnificent third eyes of yours? Would you like me to help you find one through divination? That sounds tempting, but as I told you, I'm immune to the arts of fate. Not much of a perk right now, huh? It's alright, I have my own ways. Even at the cost of a card, do you still want me to demonstrate? I believe it to be a very valuable lesson. Yeah, no fucking with my deck. That's a pity. It would have been a pretty enlightening experience for you. Maybe, but I spent way too much time on these cards for you to let you break them in any way. If you don't embrace entropy, you will accumulate too much baggage to be able to prosper as a witch. Attachment limits growth. I have my own ways. I'm sure you do. Oh, what's your next solid argument to persuade me towards eating the old hag? I feel that's enough for today. Your mind is too burdened for me to effectively impart wisdom. That's a shame. The disc isn't looking great either. But it didn't reach 0. Only time will tell whether or not we become allies. Very well. I'll come and see you again in the future. You're welcome to come anytime. Farewell. Yep, here he comes. Quite a character, this Junracia. She's a bit full of herself. I sympathize with her. She has that kind of look only a behemoth can recognize. What do you mean? Those eyes. You only get them when you manage to peek behind the curtain. They evoke a calm dread, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I can picture myself getting there at some point if I keep delving into the mysteries of this deck. Maybe, maybe not. You're too stubborn for that. Hey, I'm not that obstinate. If anything, I can see you acquiring the presence of a master. It requires a specific kind of confidence to evoke that. Oh, thank you. Only idiots and erudites manage to get there, and I'm still on the fence about which one you are. Haha, very funny. So there's no one here. I don't really want to make new cards at the moment. So let's take a nap. Let's study... In all my years mentoring, air is the one I found most students have difficulty understanding. Its intangible nature locks it in the world of ideas. How do you define context? It is an infinite element that expands. Become a true master there is no such thing as out of context. Everything is intertwined. Wherever in the middle of a jungle can put in context the nature of an office worker. Okay. An overabundance of air energy sabotages rational thinking and breeds chaos, because chaos is the ultimate nature of air, everything affecting everything. Throw a paper boat into a bucket of water and you can predict its behavior. Throw 1,000 into the middle of a wild ocean, and the mind begins to falter when you're trying to picture the outcome. If you combine multiple energies of air, you will obtain unpredictability, luck, and fortune. Unfathomable predestination. Back and forth, this wooden husk I take my naps in wanders adrift in an endless, merciless sea. Played by fate, we both aspire to meet destination. For that, we survived storms, dodged leviathans, ignored decline, hunger, and thirst. Inspiration burnt our souls, making us survive by and for desire, but infinite happiness of meeting a goal doesn't last long. Now here I lay, longing for a weird awakening. I think the messenger is back, but maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me again. This little friend is a dissonant note in everyday routine of doing nothing, barely feeling and being bored to death. Once it even tickled. In truth, it's been days since I could move my limbs, since I started feeling so exhausted. I can but lie under the sun and wait for a less blinding, starry night, stirred by somewhat noticing another living being close. The little bird lights me up inside. I gave this friend the title of Hopebringer, in anticipation of a well-earned rest shorewards, on more quiet grounds. The wet valley tricked me into believing I'm a mariner, one that has seen better days. However, any recollection of my past keeps fading fast. I'm lucky I can still listen, and I miss that part. Tide goes up and down, but every drop has to go ashore at some point to kiss the dry land. My boat did it recently, so say the new whispers of the waves, and the storm and the wood finally cracking and stumbling upon a sandbank. A kiss is a bit too passionate for my taste. I wonder if I've ever kissed someone. I like kissing gently. Now look at all this drama. My old self still tries to spur their memories. I'm adrift but happy to have missed the whole intensity of the wreckage. The numbness in my limbs keeps the pain at bay, but they can still tickle. Isn't touch nice, feeling another fellow, even scarcely, like those little claws grazing softly all over me. If only I could touch its feathers to return such a beautiful gift. If only my friend could still be within my grasp. Please tell me, little bird, should I endure or should I give it up? I'm cursed. My arm stretches out with a mind of its own. It craves purpose. There's so many things I still yearn for. To feel alive, I only need to let go of the tissues and tendons that bind me. Unstick myself from these bones. Look at me, little bird. I cheat the laws of gravity. Hush, hush, stupid turnstone bird. Isn't there enough fish in the sea you wouldn't eat from a corpse? Oh my god, is that a woman talking? Look at all this mess. She doesn't seem to notice me. Should I start a conversation? It'd be very rude otherwise. Excuse me, miss. My voice crawls out of my throat, as broken as what's left of me. These deadened senses don't allow me to properly introduce myself, but why do I suddenly sound so eerie? Ah, talking ghost. Oh no, I made this poor woman jump in fright. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, is she trying to hit me with her stick? Please put your cane away. Be careful those who you startle to death, Spooky. What a witch am I? Since when can a simple shadow catch me off guard? Listen, ghost, I put a hex on my crone's heart. If it jumps out of my chest, our arteries will have your sobs strangled in eternal pain. She keeps waving a staff. She truly wants to kill me. Please stop. Don't hurt me, I beg of you. We are trouble, you know, old hags. Why is this person threatening me? What did I do to her? I meant you no harm, I swear. Who's terrified now, ghost? Not this old crone. It's been a while since my last exorcism, but at least I haven't lost my touch. I was merciless when I was young, feared by both sides of existence. Not for power, not for greed, not by choice. The world and the underworld both hate magic. Nonetheless, I cared and committed to educate many losers who wouldn't have let me live my life on my own terms. Far and wide, ignorance makes one arrogant. Daring, cruel, a goddamn cretin, I was enduring. Then I became hell. What reason was there to let their bitterness and fear erase all of who I am? Call me a hoodlum. I made them all cursed. I'm so scared of myself. Are you imps? Serves you right. Please help. Please, I need help. I don't know what's happening to me. Why do I speak this weird? Wait, don't tell me. You called me a ghost. Am I truly... Shit. Oh gods, indeed, I looked way too shaken for a creature from the afterlife. The poor fellow may have just died. Doesn't happen very often, but the phantom amnesia can turn the coldest assassin to a pure, gentle mind. Unaware of any harm they may have done, any pain they may have suffered, or any mistake to feel remorse over. Ghosts become too sensitive for this world. Hey, please don't cry. I was a bit of a bully. I got scared and overreacted. You're so translucent I could barely see you. Not all of us are the considerate type. Old people don't give a shit. We forget to be nice. There's something more pathetic than a necromancer losing her shit. Necromancer feeling embarrassed. For that, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a drink. No, it's my fault. I can't see very well either. Everything feels confusing. If I offended you, I apologize. Far be it from me to hurt anyone. A skiff with a rotting passenger happens to be a well-mannered and gentle. It's all cool, and don't worry, unbinding this poor soul is going to be more difficult than I thought. You're kind, my kind, she just said. See the world just like we see you, blurry. That's why you get lost so often. It must be levitating over my corpse. Do I reek? I'm sure I do. I can't even smell the sea. This is embarrassing. Is it normal for the departed to feel numbed? Fate always takes its toll in the senses, little ghost. Look at me, one foot in the grave, and yet my brain furiously believes I'm still in my 20s. How can I compare myself? This poor soul is dead. Stinky, rotten, beyond repair. Trying to grasp a glimpse of existence for a reason. To finish something, to claim our desire, perhaps to be worthy of being loved. Actually, I can't remember how old I was when... Age is irrelevant, Spooky. There's only one way to die a peaceful death, and that is to choose it yourself. For the rest of us, there's always something. A dream, a promise, something to make amends for. Witches or ghosts, we're all cursed. Can't help it, my friend. The living and the dead, we are adrift in the wild. She's called me her friend. If I had a heart, it would have just skipped a beat. Whether it's for pleasure or trials or to overcome, the living and the dead treasure each second of consciousness. How could you not be a form of life? I am but a fool, an old hag trying to cheer up a specter by getting her to breast herself. Would you mind if I smoke? Not at all. I couldn't stop thinking about my body smelling. Aren't you an anxious one? What a dumb thing to worry about. She's so kind. Pretty cool, too. Something fancily right beside me, like a heroine of a story. I could blush. Tell me something about you, little ghost. Your voice comes with a strange echo that tickles in my ears and reverberates a somewhat sweet melancholy. It feels akin to my own sadness. Wow, now I'm blushing. Oh, thanks. Wait, why am I taking this as a compliment? I thought my voice sounded truly awkward. I think it's beautiful, even if it's only trying to be kind. I feel so relieved. How long has it been since someone was nice to me? A sadness akin, a final memory to treasure. There's nothing much I can tell you. I've been conscious all this time, but also forgetful. I made it here all thanks to a little friend, but now that I have acknowledged myself, I feel like I've lost my bird forever. Damn, I'm such a stupid woman. I set your bird away because it was eating from you. I'm sorry. No problem. My flesh is not very healthy. Is that supposed to make me feel better, Spooky? Can I ask you something? Sure, whatever do you want? Are you here to banish me? Oof, the first rule of this job was never sympathize with ghosts. Don't worry, I'm not in a position to rebel. I'm stranded in a dead sea in which it is impossible to sink, but it's also terrifying to put a foot forward. Wasn't that poetic? I have a soft spot for artists. I'm a sea witch. It's my job to take care of ones like you. I must pull out the ribs protecting your heart to make a broth in salt water. I must bless the branch of a willow to whack your boat with. I must bury you under the tree so its roots tie your spirit forever. I understand. I can only be a burden for those who would be sharing this fainting dead witch. No, you understand nothing, Spooky. I discarded myself, forsaken by people I loved who willingly traded me for busy lives and for feeling invulnerable. I have at least 5 years left. I'm in a position to rebel. If I had breath, she'd have taken it away. I wish ghosts couldn't cry. It feels so embarrassing. Hey, again, there's no need to be this dramatic. I didn't want to. I'm cursed. Sorry, I can't help it. Your kindness is devastating. I'm lifeless and yet you want me to live. To live is to be scared, Spooky, but if we keep taking the next step, we may find something to gain for ourselves. I'm not kind, I'm bored. I want someone to tell me stories. Caw-caw. Look who's back. This little bird is too lazy to catch fish by itself. I thought I didn't have stories to tell her, but I have at least one. It's about a little bird that gave a ghost some hope to live. I would gladly try to make up stories to speak with you as friends. A little bit of energy. Up the stairs and back down again. Let's get some sleep. You were wearing the most beautiful dress made out of black skulls and lilies. You attended an award ceremony that celebrates the best students of the occult. You are nominated in every category but don't win a single award. You meet a beautiful waitress and have sex backstage. They're new. Hey, it's my sister. Let's see if I can do one of those super cards now. Because I've got plenty of fire energy. I feel different. Adena's eye is pulsing inside my skull. Feels as if I could see beyond the potential representations of the Arcana. Maybe I could spend a little magic to peek behind the cosmic curtain. O ancient eye of our former leader, allow me to pierce through the fabric of this magic. I desire to know more. I can't pay that energy cost. I can pay yours, though. And there's the coppersmith. So if I start with this one, then I could go to the coppersmith. Truth. All right, big card time. Okay. What are these? That there. Three of these. Okay, let's finish this one. The blacksmith, the bone marrow of the Seer's thought, resolve to sacrifice your own family, the courage to pay the highest price to achieve your dreams. The tower shield brings the burden of protection. Rivalry, tragedy, alliance, judgment, test, support, success, rejection, bad omens, happiness. Make some water cards, but I'm content to have the blacksmith to my deck. All right, let's see my sister. An inquiry into values. Read chapter 5. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What did you do, Grandma? I spent most of my childhood helping my mom sew work clothes for the farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school and my allowance is miserable. Ha! You make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothes. I got paid 30 cents apiece. What? Then why did you even bother doing it? I had to help my mom. She was paid $2 apiece. But during those times it was enough for us to get by. Why is everything so much more expensive now, Grandma? I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when you get home. Did your dad explain it to you? Heh, I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war back in Spain. He didn't have time to teach me much besides how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella? I love Grandma's yellow rice. Huh, you sure do, beautiful. I'll make some paella tomorrow. What do you say? Yes! Yes, yes! Why did you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. These are United States. Okay, why did you come to the U.S.? A couple of years after my dad was killed, my mom had to flee France with me and your Auntie Fortuna to escape from fascists. Then we moved to the U.S. What are fascists? Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them, or simply is different. Are there any fascists in the U.S.? Too many, I'd say. Oh no, what are we going to do, Grandma? Don't worry about it, I'll protect you all. Yeah, tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. You know, this is the perfect place for it, since it was on this very beach I last saw your auntie. It was here where she died? I've told you 1,000 times, your Auntie Fortuna didn't die. She went to live in the stars. Oh, come on, Yaya, I'm old enough already. But it's true. We drove here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Ava. I love Ava, she gives me candy. Yes, Ava's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza and we opened up a bottle of grape juice. Wine. Yes, wine, Maria Fortuna. I want wine. That night there was this beautiful meteor shower. So the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy? She had a good life here, but she needed more. Your auntie is magical. She always had special powers. But this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue, she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Michael, it's all right. She's a good witch. Then she got up and started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked until she disappeared into the water. She drowned then? No, she went to live in the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. She's in a magical place now, watching over us. Why doesn't she come visit us? That I don't know, sweetheart. Hot damn! That's our sister? Hello, Fortuna. Oh no, you're upset. At this point, I'd say I'm more disillusioned than upset. When were you planning on telling me you can accept visitors? Things have been complicated. This is such a pattern. I don't know why you keep pushing me away when things get complicated. What do I need for you to let your big sis in? Have I ever failed you? Patrice, come on. I've explained this to you too many times already. You are in. It's just that I don't like to be saved. And you're always too quick to make my own problems your own. I want you to be my friend, not my mom. Although not even our mom intruded as much as you do. Oh, I know. Who do you think changed your diapers and took you to school? Not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and cut to the tense and cordial conversation? Fine. How's work? Pretty exciting, to be honest. Me and my team have been exploring one of the known edges of this universe. Oh shit, that sounds dangerous. We've located the forbidden door to pleasure. Don't fret, we know the story. None of us looked through the keyhole. But I gotta say, I felt like I could endure it. I used most of my mortal life to explore every corner of hedonism. Interacting with that door feels like the next logical step. On the one hand, I want to talk you out of it. But on the other, I also believe you're destined to tame that door. I might. Not soon, though. Not until the turmoil from the election settles, at least. How's Juliet doing? Are you still together? No. That had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. What happened? She went and joined the arbitrage office willingly. Can you believe it? Oh, why did she do that? She was overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. All that freedom, the directionless. She depended a lot on me to decide on how to use her time. I'm not the kind to become anyone's conductor. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, she had severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was hurting us both, so in the end, her solution was to forgo her freedom. From what she told me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and a purpose. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is widespread disease among witches. The irony of immortality. You still checking on your descendants? Nah, I got bored a couple generations ago. It was important to me to veil over Maria Fortuna, Eric, Michael, and the rest. And I was genuinely curious about how they'd raise their children, and what became of them. I don't know, the ego trip of witnessing one's legacy. But at some point, it lost all meaning, and just became voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. She's not a walking corpse, at least. Yeah, were you here for the part where I read her card? It's just like, what does my sister do going forward? It's like, you're going to explore the cosmos. And she's like, that's silly. How could she possibly do that? And then the old lady sits up out of her grave and goes, I'm fucking back! It was nuts. That was one of my favorite moments in the game so far. Patrice did not go down. Well, she went down. She just didn't stay down for the count. Love this crazy old lady. They stopped talking about you, huh? Shut up. I know you too well. Prick. Enough catching up. What about you? What have you done this time? What are you implying? Something embarrassing, dangerous, or illegal, I'm sure. Abramar, show yourself. Holy fuck, Fortuna. A motherfucking behemoth? Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks? What do you mean it talks? We behemoths fucking invented language. And I'm not it. Please refer to me as he. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to survive. Survive? This will get you executed. Erased from the cosmos. I was living death anyways. 200 years alone on this rock was worse than oblivion, Patrice. Who could blame you, really? Fucking Aedena. You have to use the elections as an opportunity to save your ass. I could start by calling in some favors and see if we can get you in the running. Patrice. What? You're doing it again. Stop. This is my mess. I can handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at the situation you've gotten yourself in. I've been a witch for decades longer than you. I don't need your lessons. You may have been my big sister back on Earth, but not anymore. In fact, you're the little sister now. Know your place. What did you just say, you ungrateful piece of shit? You heard me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by colluding with me on this behemoth issue, you could be punished too. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't want to get you involved. The fucking nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get that into your head, the better. Why did you turn me into a witch then? I did not turn you into a witch. You were destined to become one. How many times do we have to go over this? I just read the cards. Oh, wait. What? Oh my god. Are you alright? I did turn you into a witch! Oh my god, oh my god. I'm so sorry, Patrice. What are you on about? What, you're sorry now? What's going on? Shit, your bone cancer. Oh shit. Oh my fucking life. Yeah, she's having a moment. She's realizing what she's done now. Fortuna, easy. Sorry. I'm truly sorry. I recently learned something about my divination that, well, it changes everything. What is going on? I'm not a reader. I'm a writer. What the hell does that mean? Aedena's corpse visited me recently. She told me why she sent me into exile and why she took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future. I'm deciding it. Forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, whoa, slow down. First of all, we were kids. You're not responsible for my fate no matter what force is behind it. I gave you fucking cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. If not cancer, it would have been a truck or the aftermath of all the drugs I did. I do not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm so sorry. And then you're right. You've always been right. I turned you into a witch. I couldn't bear you dying and I dragged your soul into space. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hate it, being a witch. It beats eternal slumber. However, I think you owe me. You must let me in. You want to be back in your life so bad you pulled me out of death's embrace. Now own it. This is too much, Patrice. I don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility is overwhelming. Listen. I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum. Fucking... Oh, nope. Ad break didn't start yet. Didn't start yet. Snooze it. Your powers present quite an ethical conundrum. But we're not on Earth anymore. And I haven't met a single witch that isn't fucking overpowered and exploiting her abilities to satisfy her ambitions. You're like a super witch, so what? Use your powers to do good or something. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it. Like that spider guy that Ava liked. Spider guy that Ava liked? Having great... Oh, Spider-Man. Having great power and not using it is irresponsible. It doesn't go like that. No? Well, you get me. But where do I draw the line? Case by case. I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Read the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. What? No! Come on, we all have an expiry date. Even witches. Write me a beautiful death. Patrice. You know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was mortal. It's weird, but I miss that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna, grant me illumination once more. All right. I love you, Patrice. I love you too. Oh, pull the cosmic wheel for this. Let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. You get reincarnated, Rever. You have to deal with the pain of being alive like the rest of us. Deal. Wait. How does this new deck of yours work? For you, it's going to be the same. Mechanically speaking, it's just like tarot. But I crafted this deck myself, capturing Arcana inside the cards. So I can fine-tune my style of divination and don't need to be so dependent on the classic tarot symbols. Wow, cool. Okay, show me what you've got. Please be the cosmic wheel. Please be the cosmic wheel. Nope, standing ovation. Not terrible. You'll turn yourself into a gemstone trinket to veil over your favorite student. You get to witness the end of this universe and perish alongside whoever remains to experience the end of it all. You are destined to go out in a cosmic orgy, your essence scattered throughout 100 lovers. I almost want to pick that one just for what it is. I mean, for fuck's sake, it's the standing of... You know what? Yeah, we're going with that one. She's gonna die having sex. You are destined to go out in a cosmic orgy, your essence scattered throughout 100 lovers. Nice. Very nice. This more than makes up for giving me cancer. You never stop giving me shit about that for now. Yeah. You'll never stop giving me shit for that now, huh? Can you amend the reading to add witches from the Makima cult to the orgy? You gotta see their arms, sis. It doesn't work that way. The cards let me access the select possible futures and I scry through them. Can you see how much time I have left? Nope, I'm sorry, but if it didn't come up in the reading, then it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Well, that'll have to do then. So, what do you think of my new deck? It's pretty cool, yeah. I was a bit fed up with tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too, now that I think about it. It'll take more time to get bored of these cards since I can keep producing new ones. The illustrations, then. Do you make them? Hey, Robbie. If you want to watch the VOD this time. You missed some shit in this VOD, Robbie. Also, you're on this account, not subtle. But yeah, no, like... do you want the cliff notes? Like, quick. The cliff notes for the VOD. This is subtle and I use my yearly chance. Yes, please. We aren't reading the future, we're writing the future. We are modifying fate. We are not a fortune teller. We are a fortune maker. And we've confirmed this. With the dead corpse of our former coven leader, who gave us one of her eyes to use for knowledge. Secondly, when our sister died, we pulled a card and we're like, well, she's going to be exploring the cosmos as an explorer and a cartographer. And she fucking sat up out of the grave and is like, well, shit, I guess I'm back. And we're like, ah, Jesus. So this is actually our sister. All grown up and lived her normal mortal life with kids and grandkids. And then we turned her into a witch so she could live. So yeah. Also, the witch that put us in, no ad break, go away. Also the witch who, sent us to exile, she died and her zombie corpse came to visit us and told us all this shit. And as one last thing to tell her, I got to tell her to go fuck herself. And it was great. The illustrations, you make them yourself. They're pretty cool. I composed them with existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. I don't know, it's fun. Happy to hear you're having a good time. Okay, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours now? Ah, here we go again. Fine, what do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. What? No! I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Aedena died and the coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover you could receive visitors this late. We've already lost a lot of time we could have put into preparing your campaign. I'm sorry about that, but Hi, Kay. Dahlia and Jasmine are already running. So? They call dibs on the seat or what? Things will get too tense if I decide to run now. They'll have to deal with it. For God's sakes, we're all centuries old. I expect, demand a certain degree of maturity from all of us. There's a problem. The fire thing. Yeah! Yeah, I did bind myself to destroying the coven as part of my pact with fire. Perry is right. I'm a little freaked out about that. I'm doing alright, Kay. I'm really enjoying this game. Though I need to finish up before too much longer. We're all centuries old and demand a certain degree of maturity from all of us. You have exactly the same right to run for leader. You know what? I've been thinking I'd make a better leader myself. But I didn't think I could pull it off from exile. That's fine, I'll help you. I'll do the heavy lifting. We're really doing this? I'm excited. You bet, the universe better be ready for this pair of mean sisters. Let's do this. First order of business is to define a program. I'm going to do some scouting. I'll come back with a picture of the current political landscape. Then we can decide on where we stand on the hottest topics. Okay, this is all moving so fast. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. See you in a bit. Get your deck in order, relax a bit, and we'll set everything in motion when I come back. Cool, see you later. Bye. So I guess I get to decide whether or not we eat Aedena's corpse, which also, that's a thing, Aravi. Old Leader's corpse is still there. Apparently, witches' corpses are special. We either all eat it in order to gain more power, or we disseminate it amongst the cosmos to basically seed more women into becoming witches. So, that's what our friends are arguing about. And the cute one, Jasmine, the cute one with the herbs, she's fully like, we should eat her. In fact, I want to eat her right now. And I'm like, Jasmine, no! Dahlia, the knife one, is actually the one that's just like, no, we should use her to create more witches. Diversity brings perspective. Finally, some good food. She's been dead for a while, Ravi. What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. The air seal didn't seem to make a dent on her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. We've come a long way. There's no magic in this universe that's going to make my sister afraid of me. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Shut up. So, shit is getting real. Are you excited? As a matter of fact, I am. Never would have guessed I'd end up tangled in politics. But I'll use this opportunity to stop complaining and start doing. You're about to become someone's Aedena, aren't you? I want to think I'll handle things with justice, but yeah, you'll never know who you're about to piss off. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Dahlia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? Oh, do I... Do I let Dahlia and Jasmine know I'm running? Or do I catch them off balance? Yeah, fuck it. No, snooze the ads break. This is my last snooze. We got 5 minutes before the ads run again. Good idea, friendly reunion before the race. You never know how gruesome things will get, and the three of us didn't have a chance to meet just to hang out like old times, so... Do invite them, please. I will. I'm glad you let Patrice know about me. You don't have to worry, she's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Oh, come on. You have a behemoth on your side, and you were planning on not using me during the campaign? Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in our favor, you know. Bergmite, I love the Evo, but it's so weak. Oh, okay. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, the Pokemon game. No! Not ads! Damn ads. Just let your sister know about my skills. Cosmic Wheel Spin in our favor, you know. Oh, okay, I guess that's a great resource. But don't you do anything without our approval. Yeah, you probably got a pre-roll. Because if you're refreshed, you wouldn't have gotten... You would have... I probably would be in that outside of that period for ads. They are going to happen in a minute, though. Don't do anything without our approval. Absolutely. I may not look like it, but I'm a team player. Yeah, sure. I think I'm going to lay down for a bit now. I need some rest before facing the mess I've gotten myself into. Talk to you later. Cosmic Wheel. You'll meet with an architect to commission them to design a castle made of glass. The architect makes you pay for their design by letting them eat a piece of your liver. You cook it with a sauce of red wine, onion, and rosemary. They let you taste a bit, and it's delicious. Interesting card. And there's Jasmine. And that is definitely going to be a next time conversation. Because I am not going to start this, because I've got that second stream later today, the collab for Helldivers. So we are going to get things rolling here. I need to find a raid target quick before the ads come in and completely kneecap me. Who I got? We got Labs. I got somebody doing Super Mario Galaxy, which looks pretty cool. Oh, somebody's playing Buckshot Roulette. That's neat. I didn't really visit them very much, though, so I don't feel quite right raiding them. Let's raid this person, because it's their birthday. So, yeah. Alright, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I will be on stream again a little bit later today, but if you want to join my Discord, I do have a link there. We are growing that community, and it's getting nice and cozy. If you want to see more of my content, I got YouTube here. The VODs for Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, I think, are going to start going up next week. Maybe later this week. I have to... Gee, no, it's not this week, because it's the weekend. Maybe next week. I have to double check, but they'll be up soon. And then if you want to follow me on any of my other socials, the link is there. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever it is in your part of the world. And you will see me again in like an hour and 45 minutes, and I'm playing Helldivers. So, yeah. So, I'll see you later.